Okay, and I am in and ready to do this. Oh. Okay, let's retry this mission that well, did finish in the previous stream, but yay, something happened and we couldn't see the actual mission.
This Fuska Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers established their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Formica sanguinea are not the only danger for the fledgling colony. There is something even more sinister nearby, lurking in the darkness.
Hi, my two little viewers. Hope you guys are good. It's a game about an ant colony. Well, you are the ant colony, and you're basically in, I can say, facility, if you want to call it like that, right? Where this scientist, I don't know if you want to call him a scientist, he's evil, he's a dumbass, but where this scientist actually performs experiments on you, like seeing which ant breeds can mix with which breeds and how good you can defend yourself and stuff like that. So it's an interesting game. It's a strategy game though, nonetheless. But it's good. It's fun to play, nonetheless. Hey, but don't be afraid of asking me questions about this game. I'm like an ant farm. Yes, you are an ant farm. Definitely. Ask as many questions as you like. I'll answer them as well as I can. I'm not sure if I'll give the correct answers all the time, but I'll answer them as properly as I can. But yeah, you definitely are an ant farm.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye. By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel-web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. A Sanguinia scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants. This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
I'm not gonna say yes or no, because I can't remember if I did or not.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
You'll stream soon enough, don't
The
stress.
raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
My Wi-Fi is not at its best. That's why my previous stream of last night with this game, the last
raiding
part
party
of it
was
gave
no
me
match for the
problems.
valiant
So
defenders. The brood
Yeah.
remains safe for now.
my Wi-Fi is not at its best as well. So I mean, I can't say I'm streaming properly, but I'm streaming. You can see at least. That's good enough for me for now. But I don't just stream. I record and upload as well. So that's one benefit I have as well. So just record some games, upload them. I mean, I do it for the fun. I don't do it to get rich, stuff like that. I mean, if my career goes off in YouTube, like I'll be happy, but just for the fun of it.
There are intruders in the nest.
It's a very popular game, so yeah, you can. I think the game has died down a little bit now, because, you know, everybody played it, everybody did what they did on it. But I don't see the harm in doing it anyway. I mean, if you like the game, go for it. I like this game. Used to be a very popular game on YouTube when it comes to streaming and uploading. I don't have it back then, so yeah. I enjoy it now, I play it now, I'm having fun with it.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe, for now.
Let's get some food.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. Predators are loose in the nest.
Worrying about your
The larvae
content not
must be
being
protected.
good enough? That's a little silly. How do you think I feel? I mean, if I have that mindset of my content not being good enough, I might as well just close down my YouTube account. I might as well just delete my YouTube account, because then nothing will be good enough for you. Your content's good enough. It might not be good enough for some people, but it'll be good enough for the right people. That's the thing. So just keep doing what you're doing.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinia will subjugate or exterminate. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe, for now. There are intruders in the nest.
No worries, man. No worries. Everybody needs a confidence boost every now and then, eh? Everybody needs it. Even I do sometimes. That's why my channel's been quiet and dead for some time. I mean, I don't know what to do. So, yeah. It happens. It happens, but just keep going. It's one thing I told myself. It's It's something to make a video that you enjoy, and it's something else making a video trying to keep up with the popular stuff. Because trying to keep up with everybody, it's not gonna be easy. That's just it. It's just not gonna be easy.
There are intruders in the nest. The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood. The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood. There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinia will subjugate or exterminate. Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Is it feeding time already?
Yes, our queen is insatiable.
Well, I guess so far so good. The stream is keeping up, isn't it? According to my view here, everybody can still see properly. See what's going on. It's all been good.
I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these eruptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Now it's time for one of the main missions. The more difficult missions.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
Now this is the part of the game I was talking about, the experimental scientisty part. It's the worst part.
The Raptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica fusca ants. The Queen is in danger. Perhaps I should stop the experiment. The Queen is in danger. Perhaps I should stop the experiment.
And I have failed the first one.
What is going on? What happened to the Queen?
The ants were weak and confused. We should start again with a healthier colony.
Very well. Purge the formicarium. I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these eruptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
Whoa. Sorry about the purple screen. I don't know what happened there. That was a little confusing. I just saw a purple flash on my right hand side where my second monitor would be. And then realized the stream was all purplish.
The Raptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants. Our Ereptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Understood. I wonder how they will react to a rival Ereptor colony. Introducing 40 rival Ereptor ants.
She just said no more than 30, and then this dumbass goes and gives me 40.
Excellent. Introducing a further 50 rival Ereptor ants.
Really? 50? Why? This guy doesn't like me. Seriously, he doesn't like me.
Fascinating. Now let's try 60 Ereptor ants.
Come on, really? 60? Why? Why do you like tormenting me? You're pretty much sending me the same amount of ants that I have.
A superb.
At least I can do the 60. It's time for food, dude. Give me some food. Thanks. I need it.
You're doing admirably, my Ereptors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface. What about a combination of Ereptor and Fusca? Let's start with 20 of each.
Now you're gonna send me 2 different types of ants at the same time. Is you being a dumbass? I don't like you. just get them on a smaller pathway to make it easier to control them and get them not as many at a time. Otherwise, we're definitely gonna fail again. And since they're this closer to the queen, it's gonna be easier, and the newer units, the backup units, will quickly respond and be there faster. So we have more units in the front line.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective. It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30 of each. Magnificent! Once again, our Ereptors triumph. Some seeds on the surface for my succeeding Ereptors. Gather them quickly. The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors? Let's make things a little more interesting, shall we? Enter the Devil's Coach Horse.
No, I'm definitely not gonna make this dumbass doing this. Just I hate this guy.
Whoops! I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
My spawn rate can't keep up with the amount of beetles coming through. Oh,
Perhaps that's enough for now. The Queen is in danger. Perhaps I should stop the experiment.
so of course she's in danger because you're a dumbass. Keep sending me them. Damn it. I hate this guy. Wait. Oh, these are not all upgraded. Okay.
What is going on?
Do this again
What
then.
happened?
The ants were weak and confused. We should start again with a healthier colony.
Very well. Purge the formicarium.
Okay, I think I am ending my stream on this note. May rethink my strategy and get back to this later. Thanks guys, and enjoy the rest of your days.